Hey guys, how's it going? I believe today's the 21st. Yes, it is. Okay, July 21st. It's just before 8:30 p.m. Or maybe it is. I think my clock's wrong. Yeah, it's 8:30. Whatever. So there's a 35-mile-an-hour restriction in both directions. What? Okay. I don't know what that's about. Why is there a speed restriction? I must have missed that one. I don't even know what the speed restriction thing is about. I checked the forums tonight. I didn't see any posts up on this. This is something normally let me see here. Did I miss something? Normally that's something I suppose an admin can put up. We have never had speed restrictions. Although it's certainly prototypical, we barely have enough people to run the system, which is kind of what the video is about. It's about getting yardmasters to help out with administrative like tasks, getting tags, all that other stuff. Now, what this is about tonight, that just kind of struck me as odd, but I didn't even want to get involved in that. I don't know what that's about. Oh, okay. When I saw the word restriction, I got a funny feeling that that's the speed of the actual speed limit of the line. I guess you call that a restriction. In other words, you're not track speed. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I got totally thrown off by that. So, let me just check with Mike, because he's the boss here. Mike, did you catch my message? I'm live streaming now. So, yeah. So, just getting back into the swing of things, No, I didn't catch that. Okay. Alright. Sounds good. Well, alrighty. So, any ideas? I'll take a look around. Otherwise, so what this is about is there is a lot of administrative catch up. Hi, Mom. Is Mom watching? Mom's watching the live stream. Okay. I think that's a hi, Mom. Alright. Anyways, so what we basically had here, I want to qualify what a yardmaster is. We should have a hierarchy, or at least an idea as to, who basically are admins. Right now, the only yardmaster are admins. Mike, who's the owner of the California server, has actually played the role of a yardmaster. And that was because I saw that he was very eager, dedicated. He was on certain times, and we got some great admins. Don't get me wrong, who have been long-time admins who've done incredible work with the server. Of course, then you got Tom and the gang over on the other side with Florida. Live streams and new TV. Okay, no idea is getting Bakersfield fixed. Is still on my list. Okay, we can do that. So, sounds like a good one. So what he's talking about getting Bakersfield fixed. Where are you taking that pass bar? Okay, I don't know what that's about. So that's something totally different. Going over to BK now. So, as far as getting Bakersfield fixed, let me get the external dispatcher going here just to see what kind of traffic we have going on. And of course, I don't edit any of this. I don't have time to edit these things. I barely have enough time to run these days. Get the program going, all that other stuff. So, whoops. I'm not into, I haven't enabled this. I'm not used to doing this. It used to be so simple. I'd have it all the time. Well, the server would enable it. Okay. Let me take a look at external dispatcher. Hello, external dispatcher. There we are. So we got 3 trains running right now. That's kind of cool. Very good. So let me go into Bakersfield. So what happened here? Let's see the conversations. What's going on here? Okay, nothing else is happening. So, what we're talking about as far as Bakersfield, first of all, if you're not familiar with this one, you need to know regarding tags is Control F8. You hit that a couple times and then sure enough you get the tags. Now this yard is extremely packed, and the reason why it's extremely packed is there is too much overzealous switching taking place. Not enough following procedure, and it just got way out of hand. So instead of taking your time and communicating or whatever, somebody just went to town, and they ended up. There's Mikey down there. They ended up filling this yard. They break down trains that were just arrived, which basically meant, as I was mentioning in the cycle, it takes about, we're on a 48-day cycle now. We used to be on a 40. We downed it to 40, or we down to 48 now. So that basically from 36 minutes a day, we're down to 30 minutes a day. So if there's only 30 minutes a day, it's going to take you well over a week to get a train here. Cycle-wise, it may take you 8 hours to get a train here. Well, you still have to wait a week for that train to become part of the system because you have to let everything else catch itself up. That's what I mean by that. Alright. So they're talking about different mains here. Want me to tag SJVR 2 or Kern again? So a yard master, main duty here, and we're a little bit behind, so we shut down some of the operations because what had happened was this really got into a mess. SJVR2. Okay, roger that. Okay, so he wants SJVR2 tagged. So what that is, I'll show you the sheets here. The yards are, this is BNSF Bakersfield yard over here for the yard sheet. Everything's been done previous cycles, so we're okay here. Where the issue we're behind was SJVR, and SJVR got really messed up. So we're trying to deal with that. As you can see, there's nothing that really has been tagged as far as I can tell. I thought some were. Okay. I'm a little confused about that one. Hang on a second here. Alright, I just gotta make sure. Oh, I forget if, I think Edison ran last time. SJVR 1 is tagged, yeah, I know that. Oh, it is? Okay. Okay. No, I'm just... Okay. Okay. Which ones? Yeah, I know that. I'm just wondering. So I'm trying to figure out which ones... See, this got into a real freaking mess. That's right, because BNSF is fine, as far as I know. This was from the last cycle. This was starting to tag. I believe there is no kerns that have to be tagged. I don't think UP North. But... Alright. Let me just double check here. So all the SJVR 1 Industries has card tags. Okay, hold on a second here. Yeah. So all the SJVR 1 Industries have cars tagged, ready to be pulled. Roger that. What I need to know on the yard sheet is what should be highlighted now. So what happened, and here's, this is why the confusion. He went back in and he took a look to see what was going on. Because what had happened was somebody decided to bring the train back, and when they brought it in to be like, not to mention having another train come in, it just, you know, it was a total mess. I mean, there was no instructions to do all that, but it was done. It basically has shut down all switching operations for a good week or two, until we tried to figure out this mess. And I didn't have time earlier this week. You know, I barely have enough time just to keep Barstow going, let alone doing this. But everything has been sorted like crazy. And that's not what a yard necessarily has to be. It doesn't have to be sorted perfectly. You have so much time, you use it efficiently, you prioritize, and that's it. You don't have to have it perfectly clean every single moment of the day because you're doing 30-minute increments. You know what I'm saying? So I think there was like 20, I don't know how much hours worth of work went into this. But and that's the other thing. There was no posting of any. We were recording time and we had it set up so that these yards were timed, and there was no record of nothing. It was just done, and it basically it got me to the point where I told Mike, I said, "You're handling this. I ain't dealing with it." I says, and that's not why he's running the server. I mean, part of why he's running his server is because I didn't want to deal with this crap anymore, basically, when stuff like this happens. I mean, people make mistakes, but when there's, it just, I don't want to start going in on this, people, if they follow instructions or they communicate or at least, understand what they're doing, great. If they start thinking they know what they're doing and just go ahead and be overzealous, it can really screw things up. So it's better to be sure. You know what I'm saying? Ask questions or do whatever. If you know what you're doing and you're experienced and you've done it and blah blah blah, or you understand what the system's all about, then that's great. So it's not to scare people. This isn't to scare people from doing things. So let's deal with this here. I didn't even see what Mike's message was. So I didn't see Mike's message here because I was too busy yapping. I might have missed your last message, Mike. So this is what I'm trying to figure out. I'm sure I don't know. Oh crap. Okay, so he's not sure which one he unhighlighted. Okay. So I'll try and figure it out then. Alright, so he unhighlighted. What was happening is I wasn't available. So he basically tell me what I can help with. If you want to finish SJVR1, perhaps. Problem is, I need to know what was already tagged. Give me a few minutes to figure that out. Okay. Everything is going to be starting from here because, as you can see, all four engines are sitting here. How about, okay. Actually, he can't even do Kern yet. Okay, hang on a second. How about Mike, you tag Kern cars, or you tag SJVR or Kern cars at Industries. I'll take one, you take the other. Then we'll figure out the yellow stuff next. Hope he gets that. Okay, so what he's doing is what he means by he's taking Kern is he's going to go in to this Bakersfield yard and he is going through to find out what has been tagged. Let me double check here something on Edison. I believe Edison was run. Edison also ran last cycle as well. Not sure about UP North. Let me take a quick look. Okay, so where the confusion is here, where we have to try and clean up basically. We basically have to go into the nice, clean, pretty yard and pick out everything. What happened was there was an entire train that went that way. It was in the process of running. In fact, you can see it in the last instruction, and this was the very last instruction. It was never followed. Available, we were using times, 9:35 as of June 22nd, relief crew sitting at BNSF Bakersfield 403 ready to depart. Well, it departed, except it came back. And then it got switched into the yard, got cleaned up, sorted into this wonderful, pretty yard that's full of stuff, and then everything else got brought into the yard. It's just like it was a complete and utter mess. SJVR Kern 2, or this Kern here, was I believe a relief Kern. As you can see, it's 7:20. We were running behind, 9 hours and 55 minutes behind. So as you can see, this was from the cycle even prior to the last one. So we were trying to make that up. It got ran. This never got updated though, I don't think. Off duty until 1200. UP says UP is done. Edison, I'm pretty sure the cars at Seiko are tagged UP North. Okay. Cool. UP is shown as done. I'll get rid of those highlights. Eventually. So there's going to be a lot of added confusion. It's usually not this hard, but this is the simple part, and I'm going to do the simple part here. Going over to SJVR2 now. Alright, so let's just deal with the simple stuff. I figured deal with the simple stuff, then we can deal with the more complicated stuff. So we got cars, okay, so that's an RV. Nothing else is there. When I do SJVR2 tagging, what I normally do, SJVR2 is our, what happens is SJVR1 runs clockwise. If you think of Bakersfield, the whole Bakersfield area runs clockwise from Kern Junction over to BNSF, and then it runs on the I can't even think of the name of the line. If it's, we call it, what the hell do we call that thing? I can't think of the name of it. So yeah, here I'll show you this basically in the line here. So it runs up to BNSF, runs down this line here, where it deals with amber, SJVR, con glass. Doesn't it does? I'm trying to think if it does enterprise. I'm gonna say it does, but I got enterprise pointed the other way, so I got a funny feeling that's not the case. Enterprise is done westbound, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'll double check that when we go through. So you got the eastbound industries that you go this way, deals with con glass, refinery, amber, and then it goes up to here and switches Halliburton and Suncoast. This is SJVR 1. Does a run around. It also brings cars for SJVR 2, sets them on the side or the Y here on the way back around, if that makes sense. Sorry, not on the way back around. On the way through, it drops off a whole bunch of cars that way. So we don't have all the industries in this map, unfortunately. So it's probably should be a better map, I suppose, but probably better clarification. I got a canker sore on my tongue, and it is hurting to talk tonight a little bit. So if I sound a little like, you know, I have a hard time talking, that's why. So what SJVR 2, though, on the other hand, deals with all these industries here. Then it comes back around. I believe it does enterprise. It deals with the BNSF storage as well, and it deals with Alon and comes back. Both SJVR 1 and SJVR 2 switch BNSF Bakersfield. Hopefully we'll have a better, clearer picture of everything later on at some point. What is going on with these maps? That's not where... It's like I got one map on here right now. Things there, okay. Okay, but then that's the yard map there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and you can see the green there is Mike. So he's already taking a look at different things. So I'm going to go ahead and work on... And this is what truly the yard master will do. So he was out there to UP. Am I supposed to be this far out? I can't remember. Yes. So, if you're wondering where that BNSF transfer is, it's this little siding right here. Of course, nothing's in it right now because SJVR 1 never ran. So, this little siding right here is where that goes. So, SJVR 2 would come around this way. They would take the Y. They would grab all the cars that SJVR 1 left behind for the SJVR 2 job, and then they would come down this, which basically is the Oil City spur. And that Y is actually Oil City. So what we want to do in this case here, and I've shown different ones of tagging before. As you can see, as far as I know, UP North ran. I just realized that they should have said UP North on them, which makes sense. Oh, that's interesting. He said that. Yeah, UP North ran. I was going to say. So here we have Tricor. We have loads in there. So 5 loads. What you want to do in this case is we go through the tags. and sorry, they're unloading. So when they're unloading, you take a look over at which ones is he highlighting? I'm not too sure what he's doing. Okay, he unloaded an industry. Let me just see. Kern. I guess he unloaded Ameripride. Okay. So Tricor. I gotta go back up to here. So it says unload 50% RV, 50% Los Angeles. So I'll do a copy of RV. There's 5, so you know you're not going to get the 50%, so no big deal. Whatever ones you want to choose. And this is a Yardmaster. The reason why you have to have Yardmaster access to do it is because you need to be able to access the sheets. This isn't something that we do on the registry, but this is something that is needed, because then you're actually going to go into the planning of the yards. So once Los Angeles is there, shoot. Then you can relinquish this. So he's in the middle of emptying, so what we can do then is we can just go ahead and highlight this cyan. That basically indicates that we have unloaded. I'm gonna go ahead with the UP North stuff, and I'm gonna assume everything was done last cycle for it. So we move on to the next industry over here, which is still Tricor. You got nothing in there? Okay. Wait a minute. I'm confused about something here. I'm totally confused about something. Okay, that's the current map. What the hell happened there? Tricor is supposed to have 8 flammable empties from last time. I don't see anything. Yeah, this is strange. Usually there should be something in there. So what happens is we got tricords. It's in 2 sections here. You've got the area where the raw whatchamacallit, the raw loads come in, and then we're supposed to have empty flammables. I'm wondering if we were short flammable empties prior cycle, the last cycle. See, the problem, you got to get in here to find out what's going on, but once you find out what's going on, you have to make some notes to try to piece together what happened. There is comments here. But they're over on other different ones. So what we're trying to do is repiece everything plus tag everything else. So I'm gonna forget about it at this time. At this point, I don't know what happened. I'm going back to Bakersfield for a minute. I got a bad feeling about something. So, yeah. Really, I'd like to finish off what I was doing there, but I really need to know if something goofy's going on. So our flammables should be, oh my god, what the heck? What in the world? Oh, no. You... For some reason, empty tags of Tricore are back in BK. Like, what the hell? You know, I really am confused. Wait a minute, that's not necessarily... See, the confusion here is because this has all got... Oh my god, this got like really screwed up. Maybe that's not the case. No, I think you're right. I think you're right. Perhaps that's the tags for SJVR2. Let me check. moving on. So, yeah, I don't want to get hung up on this little stuff. So, we got the major issues to deal with so that we can get some kind of switching operations back in place. So, what we got to do is just focus on the task at hand here. It confuses me that there's an empty track, because that's normally not the case, and I thought I ran this one last time. Unless something got corrupted or something, perhaps. But there should have been some cars there. I just don't get it. I remember doing this actually. Paramount is there. Yeah, I actually did this job last time. I thought I left empties there last time. But I ain't gonna worry about it now. There's nothing I can do. So I'll go ahead and I'll just I'll insert a comment. No empties available on Sunday. So we're on a Monday, cycle Monday, so I like using the days, because if you start using cycle numbers, you know, it's just confusing. So yep, that's that one. Let's move on here. So we got Paramount. Paramount's, we got a bunch of loads here again. So this is an easy one. And they all go to West Colton Y2. And there's a lot of them. So with this, Quincy looking around, I guess. I'll empty that. Maybe he's following the live stream. I was just surprised to see somebody over here. I was thinking Mike was over here, but so I'll empty that out. Or people trying to get on camera. How about that one? Because there's like a 30-second delay between what's live and the live stream, unfortunately. Because it's got to render and do that all that other garbage. Man, there's a lot of these, but I remember them. I remember these. I just don't remember having. Well, I'm going too fast now. End up having to catch up. Because there was a lot of them last time around. And I remember switching it. I just don't remember if I was short for the other ones for whatever reason. Now, these are the crude inbounds, the oil. I guess they're oil. I don't know. I use one for oil and I use the other flammables for the actual finished product. And this is the finished product. I think. No, that's another. What the hell? There's no way. Oops. Sorry, guys. You know, I remembered one thing, but I don't remember another. It is, you know, I remember a car going over there. I'll know pretty soon once we get over to the other industries. Either we were massively short flammables, or someone went fishing for loads. Okay, so that's paramount. We're unloading things okay, but we're not tagging stuff because what's happening is the cars that are supposed to be there aren't there. See, there's supposed to be 7. And it's not like me not to put a comment. 0 flammables available on Sunday. So I'll comment that out. Normally, if something's short, I usually will put something in the yellow. Only 8. See, this is what I normally do. I just find it very odd and suspicious. And this is something that a yardmaster actually has to keep an eye on. Because, like, for example, I'm in Min, I'm yardmaster, I haven't been watching as much as I used to because it's not, basically it's not my server. I'm not saying, this could have happened on my watch, as far as it could have been on my server for all I know. I don't know when this happened. But at some point, we all of a sudden lost a bunch of cars now. And I'm very curious. I can't even go back in the logs because this has been, this is like 30, 40 days worth. I remember switching this area, and I do remember putting that extra car down there, but I don't remember there being such a shortage of flammables. It just does not make sense. So they're only getting 8 is what was tagged for Kern. So that's what that's about. So when he goes to do Kern, or when we figure out what's going on in Kern, that's what that's about. That's just weird. So I don't get it. I'm not too sure. Let me see. I got some messages going on here. No, just Quincy leaving. Just checking things out. So, yeah. So we got our Y2s done. I'll know in a moment if something else is going weird here. But this is like I said, this is thing a yardmaster, whether it be a particular region, if they're assigned a region, which is possible. You need a lot of people though. Right now we don't have enough people to do the entire thing, let alone regions. But we'll deal with that. So let me get out of here. I've done everything I can for there. But it looks to me as though somebody took a bunch of empties and decided to take them out. It's very suspicious. And I don't remember having that much of a shortage. I just don't. And I did this last time. It just seems like something I would have remembered. We'll find out over here. If it's just one car type and maybe we had a massive shortage for some reason, then so be it. Okay, so Pactive has us loads, which I think's normal. I think there is only loads in here. Let me double check. I think. Let me go into the various ones here. Yeah, SJVR, Enterprise, and Con Glass. So here we're only unloading. It's going to be a totally unloaded train, which is fine. So Pactive has RV, And you can see this is at the same time he's doing the current, so you're seeing some light up. So two people can do it, like we're doing right now, where we're basically... oh, that's McJunkin. Let me go back over to Pactive for a minute. KW Plastics, okay. There we go, Pactive. Okay, so we got tanks and we got hoppers at Pactive, so I gotta make sure I got the right one. Those are the hopper loads, and this turned into an A. Ah, shoot. Did I do that? Oh my god. Damn it. I gotta start hiding fields in here or something. That shouldn't be an A. Somebody typed in a letter A over it, so I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be. So if you're not too sure where that comes from, then you're gonna have to get, if you see all of a sudden an A or some goofy letter that doesn't make any sense while you're doing this, you're gonna have to talk to the owners, or you're gonna have to look at the data, basically. In this situation, the reason why I get these tags the way they are is I basically send the empties back to where they came from as loads. So what I want to do here is I want to go into do I have waybills up here? That doesn't matter which one. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go into the waybills file. Not the waybill copy. Waybills. There we go. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for Pactive. Whoops. So I got Kansas City is probably what it is. So you got small loads that came from Kansas City. Hopper loads came from MRVEP. So it's Kansas City. So that's what's supposed to be there. So I'll put that back to KCK. And we're okay. So that's what happens. If you ever see that, especially whether you be yardmaster owner, if you see something that all of a sudden goes like that, I'm talking like I got a tooth out. Oh, painful. So I'm going to copy that for the small tank loads. I guess I'm doing the tank loads first, yeah. That way you know which ones you're tagging. And then hoppers, we are using the hopper class. See, that's SL for small loads, small tank loads, hopper loads, RV, Pactive, that Pactive. I think I got all of it. Yep. Alright. McJunkin. Oh no, I got KW Plastics first. So let me go through this line here. Now see, I do have a comment here. Just return to Tulsa. Which is a comment that stays there. It just it's for everything. I think it's because I don't have the car type in there. So what you're doing, and there's probably not enough room or what have you. So you're jeez. What happens? You get outside the bounds of that box. It has a tendency of disappearing on you. So empty Paste that over. Empty that, relinquish. So that's done. The comment stays on because there is no card type. That's why it's just in a comment instead. So you don't want to resolve that. If you resolve it, then you have to figure out what it is again. Wait a minute. Did I do the right one? Undo. I did McJunkin, you idiot. Let's try that again. I keep wanting to put that as put it as the wrong industry. Va Vancouver, Washington. I'll relinquish that. So yeah, I did the wrong industry. That's KW Plastics. And McJunkin over this way. There we go. That's because that was a newer card type. So that's your Tulsa right there. Empty. And we'll empty that, relinquish. Alright. So this cycle is going to be really weird when it comes to some of this stuff. Because some of it's sorted and some of it needs extra work. But that is, I believe, well, I'm not too sure if it's all of SJVR2. Let me just take a look here. Want to go down that branch. Let me, I don't want to take a look at one. I'm afraid to take a look at one, but the last I checked, everything looked okay. What the hell am I back down here for? I already went here. Oh, I went down the wrong way. Okay, let me just come across then. Let's see if I can get lost over here. Oh, there we go. So this is what would happen. He would do his switching here, and then he would come up. He would pick up the BNSF cars, or sorry, he would drop off BNSF cars. Let me say that again. He may pick up BNSF cars if the BNSF crew, for whatever reason, doesn't get to it. Because normally what will happen is this area here, SJVR, drops off anything for BNSF once he's already passed Mojave on his way back. So he can basically, it's for BNSF local can use it after SJVR 1 leaves. Otherwise, you have to wait for SJVR 2 to come back over here, and he can pick it up on his way because he still has to switch the other industry. So everything here is already tagged. Kansas City, RV. This is SJVR 1. And the map is wrong, I think. Which I should fix. Because the reason why I say that, and this is what I was thinking, that map is screwed up. Enterprise is actually that away. The line should be going that way, not the way it's set. Either that or I missed one. I might have compressed. There's like 3 of them. There should be a line going that way instead. So that's Enterprise. So it's all eastbound here, coming across. And then you have the old spurs. You got one there, and then the old siding. Now we go on to Elon. Now this industry got way too many cars to it. I'm confused. I'm totally confused. Oh man. just see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 San Diego loads. Actually, it got tagged with SJVR1 for some reason. So we're okay. Now, in this situation, we may have to consider what we're doing. He got all the flammable loads for sure. So that's correct. And then, but we had way too many loads going in there for. I don't know why we had so many, but we did. So everything there is correct. So I go back over to Alon. I don't even know where Alon is. Oh, here it is. So there's your RVNPs. Basically, it shouldn't be. It's way over capacity at this point. So you got cars, basically hanging across the sidings. I don't know if we should. We basically should put a limit on that because one, we shouldn't be blocking a road, and these cars that are sitting out there, I guess it would never be. So that's more of something that we have to do on our end. It's terribly full. Exactly. Yeah. Might want to set up a reduce the number of waybills for this, perhaps. Not sure. I did that when it had more than usual for calls. So perhaps we need to have a limit, like 15 is for cement cars to Cadiz transfer. Something like that. You can specify a special instruction. One thing for certain, though, in that case, I understand, like, you're switching that job and then you have really nowhere to put it. What do you do? It's interesting, though. I thought, yeah, I remember doing some of that industry. I don't remember. I didn't do this one. I wouldn't have left the cars like that. Actually, I would have took it back with me. But whoever switched that industry, no. Even if it's calling for it, in some cases you have to make a decision, or you have to contact them and say, hey, what do I do here? There's really not much you can do because you're already there, so you got to do something, and a lot of times somebody's not around to help. Is somebody actually running a train down here? I doubt it. That's another thing, guys. If you're on the server and you got signals set up, just go ahead and cancel them. Don't just leave them lit up all the time. I'm assuming that somebody just ran in and just decided to leave the lights on. Some of these lights, if you have it set to auto, yeah, there's nobody down here. Okay, so if you have it set up, and I don't know where this train, it looks like somebody had external dispatcher and assumed everything else. External dispatcher doesn't work with some of these signals, so you gotta manually go in there and change it. Everything else is fine and dandy. The other thing too is people who are spawning stuff over here. Nobody's gonna get by. For one, what's happening there is you got to transfer instead of running along BNSF, which I recommend. You're gonna have to get used to running BNSF anyways. This section of the line is just not gonna happen. We had a provision in place that allowed you to copy to the train maker upper from over here in Cajon Sub at Highland, and it instantaneously will do it, or they'll just leave them there. Well, the problem is if you're leaving them there, then without actually running it to, say, worst case scenario, Cameron. At least Cameron, then people can get around you. If you're sitting in here and all of a sudden you got a UP Bakerfield train, he can't get around you. As far as I know, he can. Anyways, let me take a look at this. According to the light, he can't. I could be wrong. Maybe that light's misguiding. And if it is, then, well, then I'm wrong. No, there's this there's a train just sitting out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, whatever. Bad place for it, guys. I mean, seriously. I don't know who ran it. I'm not even going to bother looking. But these are the kind of things admins can do, but yardmasters can also do, and to keep an eye on things. So it just helps everybody. So, okay. So SJVR2 industries are tagged now. Just noticed a train sitting at Fleta in the middle of the main. So when issues happen, normally an admin or an owner will go in and deal with what we're doing right now. In some cases, a yardmaster can take corrective action as well if mistakes, happen and, stuff happens. So, still working on Kern. Oh. So we're back at the yard, and this is what we have to clean up. Now I say I think because really what I'm going to do is under the assignment field in yellow. I'll make comments on how many and what track they are on. So SJVR Halliburton. I'm not even sure what kind of sort this yard is in, if it's in any sort at all, to be quite honest. So we're in the track 14. Active and Halliburton. See, this is where it gets really interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for Halliburton. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Pactive. So what I'm doing is I'm putting comments into this field here. So track 14 has six loads for Halliburton. Do you want to start with track 1? Or, I don't know, I guess it would be 6. See what's on 1 to 5. 1 to 5 is, well, 1 to 4 is our UP yard, but that don't mean anything. Oh, jeez. I don't know. Guess you may as well start on 2 because I'm not sure what trains got brought in or out at this point. For all I know, 2 could have been the inbound. Oh, we do? 1 is empty. 1 is empty. Yeah. Start with 2, and I'll keep you posted. 14 I'm on right now, working towards you. Okay, so there's the Halliburton cars, Pactive cars, 6 hoppers. So what'll happen is, because some of these already have comments on, we gotta look now. I don't want to take off the the ones that we've highlighted. There's Pactive right there. So I'm inserting a comment there. Track 14, 6 loads. Let me just see what he's saying. You can redo your entry. What? You can't redo your entry. Oh, okay. Okay, Mike caught it. Okay. Yeah, if you make a mistake, and you don't catch it, normally you should be able to catch it on the registry, because when you're departing you see the thing go to departing, but sometimes you make a mistake and get the wrong one, blah blah blah. He's made 2 entries, so that's the thing. So to prevent those issues, I've had videos before. You should be on the sheet checking to see what train it is. Now, if he was checking which train it was and he forgot what train he was, then, well, I guess there's nothing you can do. In this case, you talk to an admin. Okay, so he's done. What was Mike saying? We almost need a channel of our own here. I think the entire yard got okay. Sorting on 2. Roger, Mike. Okay. $14 done. If, for example, one is highlighted already, just find it with the cursor, but don't unhighlight. So normally that's not necessary, but because we're trying to retrace our steps, I had to go in and I had to find that one here, which was SJVR Pactive, and then put the 14. So now I'm going to 13. We used to do inventories before, and we used to actually put the numbers into the things. In some cases, this probably would have been a good idea to get through that. But okay, so now we got Tricore 3, 4, 5, 6. Tricore tank loads, and then Pactives again. 1, oh jeez, 6 Tricore tank loads. Okay, we got 2. Oh, jeez. We got 2 Tricores, so I'm not too sure which one's which. There's your tank loads right there. I think I said 6. Track 13. 6 tank loads. And then I got to go back to Pactive and make a second comment. 1, 2. Two more hoppers. I think Pactive was this one. Yeah. It shows you up right here where it is, so I'm going to reply to that. Track 13. 2 loads. Reply. I want to make sure we got one type. Yeah, just a hopper. Oh, no, we don't. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, that puts a damper in things, I think. So far, they're hoppers. Oh, what a mess. Because there's more than one. Above our hopper loads. See, the problem is we've highlighted it, and we need to highlight it, but now we got to retrace our steps to find out what the heck's going on. So this is normally something you don't have to worry about. This is an extreme situation. But I figure I'd show you, keep it going. Why not? Alon 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Jesus, Murphy. We don't need that many loads there, that's for sure. That's why we're getting into trouble. 17 was over at Alon. I know there's only one car type over there. So you can see him moving around. So he's already, see, Mike's already posted here. Track 13. Holy crap. 17 tank loads. Oh, jeez. See, he had more. What's the show more? Oh, I don't know. It's nothing. So he found 13 in track 2. I found 17. I think that's. I did stop that, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Because there's more. There is Enterprise. Oh, wait a minute. Or am I thinking of something else? Alone. No, there's BK Kern Fertilizer. BK Kern Fertilizer has got 1. So, track 2. One tank load. And Paramount's got 3. I think the regular tank ones, yeah. So normally you see everything, you don't have to worry about anything else, all of it's available. Oh, Paloma? So Paramount, I forget how many now. Shoot. 3, is it? Okay. Track 13, 3 tank loads. Is done. You have lots of needs. I didn't know how else to say it. I really didn't. I had... Oh, wait. Okay, so these are flammables. So... Tricore? Oh, yeah. 2, 3 tricore. Paramount, Lone, McJunkin. So what I'm making about that whole thing about the empties here, because we have the yellow section. The yellow section, what that's normally used is for when we set up tags for our stuff going out. Tricore has three cars for Tricore. Empties. Track 12. Paramount has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 empties and 12. So what I'm going to do now that I've found that Paramount Petroleum, Track 12, fully tagged 6. So yeah, what I'm doing there is we know as far as Alon is on 2, Paramount is on 2, so I think we're okay there. 1, 3, 4, 5 Alon. Okay. Oh, here they are. Here's the 5. Track 12, fully tagged 5. Track 12, fully tagged 5. So what we're trying to do is we're going to develop a switching plan here. And that's what the yard masters ultimately do as well. And the Junkin, we were already out there. Man, it's already 10 o'clock. Jeez. Where did my night go? McJunkin. Well, at least we're getting through this. That's the important thing. Okay, we're back to loads again. Return to Tulsa. Insert comment. Track 12 to loads. Paramount 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I lost count. I think 10. Yeah, I think 10. Track 12. Is done, already past 10 p.m. Yeah. Well, at least the middle part of the yard is looking a little better. 10. So 11's got Tricore 2, three empties for Tricore, which I think are the other ones. Yep. Okay. Other 3 track 11 fully tagged. So now I can go ahead and do that. We're kind of doing this ass backwards, but that's because of the confusion here. And what I said about the reefer, we're not worried about the empty reefers. If they're sitting there with BK on them, it doesn't matter. They're good for anybody. They're not going anywhere until they get tagged again. So, okay, so we got a pactive load. Active load, oh boy, track 11. It's hard to do it because we've tagged them, but now we got to go back. Oh, okay, there's your tank load. I think I'm at 11. Track 11. 1 tank load. Yep. Okay. Track 3's done, so he's back. He's on to 4. So now we're doing con glass 2. Dang, this is a lot of work still. 3 con glass. I don't know how pretty this yard is. I thought it sounded as if it was all sorted, but it actually isn't, so we just got to figure out where the inbound went to. Some stuff got broken down. I have no idea what or where. It looks to me like there's a lot of sorting still to do. So track 11. Let me cancel that for a second. Did I say 3? Three boxes, okay. So just 3 empties, because that's all it's calling for is that. Once we find the next one, then we highlight that off. Back to loads again. Suncoast. That should be fine then. Just get the 1. Oh, Suncoast. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. 5 ambers. I'm wondering if this is the track. I think it's track 11. So I think we discovered where the train is. Tricore, maybe not. I'm not sure, to be honest here. Let me just... So like I said, that there was a train that was... Whoa. Okay. It looks very mixed, which makes me suspicious that it could be the train. But now I just lost my spot because of all that. 5 loads of ambers. Track 11 has 5 loads. Okay, for amber chemical. Oh, there they are. Okay. Two con glass. Yeah, you know, this is really starting. Track 11. 2 loads. Now that came from RV, but that's for con glass, which of course when you're looking at con glass, you're looking at these industries here. Makes sense. So you're getting a block, right? And there's SJ Refinery. Nine for the refinery. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if you get that. I'm... Now see right there, the fact that track 2 has 13 tank loads, I don't know what got broken down. Because that looks like an inbound, which it should be. It should be sitting at UP. Unless the engines were taken off of it, and it wasn't. From what I understood, that train was broken down and brought in. But, you know, this is where because we had a description of what was going on, unfortunately, it was never really acted on, because it was like, okay, he's just letting us know everything's fine, and then, you know, we can go back and retrace it through that, but I don't think it's going to go yard by yard other than what's going on, but I can check that. It sounded, if I recall, it was broken down. When I see the word broken down, if it's broken down into one or more tracks, or if it's sorted, or anything that was taking its original form and just breaking it down into several trains, this is why we have to go through this, to try to retrace what happened. So, like I said, normally this is what a yardmaster does. He's retracing. Normally he doesn't have to, but when certain things, yeah. I'm really starting to think, because now we're into 10. I think 11's done. I just did SJR refinery, right? Yeah. So I'm going to go back to the forum posts to see what was happening. So in this case, normally you do wiki activity to see the latest activity. I'm going right into UP Bakersfield Yard. Now I don't know if this is going to tell us what's happening. July 13th. No, that's July 4th. Never mind that. I'll check 13th for a second. Yeah, see, it doesn't show you nothing. Ten, 11, 12, 13 has no... Ten, 11, 12, 13... July 13th post. 10, 11, 12, 13 has no info. I don't know what the Bakersfield transfer was. Okay. So that's July 13th. July 14th. Power to release Bakersfield. This is what, as soon as I saw this is what alerted me. Was when we had this transfers and then home light power, so when Bakersfield, it was like, what? What was that? Brought in and broke down. And see, and I saw this. Brought in and broke down a train. Well, you know, we're still trying to catch up from before, and then something got yard resorted. Alright. July 14th is where I see yard resorted. To what? What was resorted? Have fun, Mike! I saw that. As soon as I saw that message, I was like, have fun, Mike. Okay. I'm not sure where to start with this. How about with the multiple transfer? Yeah, okay. Alright, so really... Okay. So the 13th... listed some tracks that were empty. Not funny. Somebody's watching the live stream. Believe me, I wasn't laughing that night. I was almost crying. Well, I wasn't crying because I knew it wasn't my mess, so maybe I was laughing. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well. Okay, let's take a look at what we got here. So, okay. Since you're watching the stream, I'll go with the plan over it. So as I'm doing that, it's all right. Roger, cool. I wasn't sure he was watching the stream, so I'm glad the stream's working. That's good. So I got 10:23 p.m. right now. So when you look at the map of here is where things were supposed to be at, and now we're trying to figure out where it goes from here. SJVR Trick 1, whoops, was available. See that time right there, the 9:35? That is cycle time. So available 9:35 as of June 22nd is a real date. Relief crew sitting at Bakersfield 403 ready to depart. He was ready to depart this way. He would have already had his pickup of anything that was heading, either having SJVR 2 cars he would have SJVR 2 cars with him. He would have BNSF cars with him, which is really interesting because I think they're gone now. I think they got sorted out. So I'm not going to worry about them because there was like 2 transfers or something really crazy going on, which is not necessary. You got one trick goes one way, the second trick goes the other. There shouldn't be all these transfers and blah blah blah. Whatever the heck happened, I have no idea. But regardless of that, let's forget about BNSF. We got to deal with what we're dealing with here. I'm going back to the July 13th post because that 14th just was crazy. So I'm going to go back to the 13th post and deal with this. Now, things did change, yes. What changed? Hang on a second here. What changed or where it went to, I'm not sure. We go back to 14th. We got the transfer brought in and broke down. Yeah, see, you got to be careful here because now it got broke down, but then that could have been put anywhere. Then the yard got resorted. Okay, we're not worried about that. That's fine. Yeah, and that's still there. The RV pickup is still there, so that's fine. So that's good. So these two are fine. What we're trying to determine now is this gap, right? 10, 11, 12, 13 at the time was empty, I believe. But hang on. Did it get moved over? See, track 5 used to be the interchange. I understand 1 to 4. I'm just wondering why. Okay, Alone got over to 5. That tells you right there the yard is totally weird. Edison got on to 7, which it's not there anymore. I think you said Magadan was already in 8. Reefer storage is in 9. So 10, 11, 12, 13. What the hell's in 13? Oh my god, this is a headache. You know, I'm starting to think. Oh boy, what a freaking mess! Let me take a wide shot of this here. I know we just spent all that time going through this, but I want to know where the empties are now. I want to make sure. Why do we got Kearns over in friggin' track 3? Like, what the hell? Like, since when does track 3, which is a UP, all of a sudden become a Kern? Here was my original plan before I decided to go on the whole trek of trying to figure out what got broken down. And really, at this point, you almost have to divide it by 2 and say, okay, this is what we got. Let's just go with it. the whole issue here, and this is why this is just beyond nuts. And it's 10:30 at night. We have accomplished some stuff. At least Mike's got something he can go on here. We're not going to be able to run any trains. At least I'm not. I know that. Like I got 45 minutes here. Mike, any ideas? Oh my god. Okay. Originally what I was going to do was retrace. Here's what I was looking at when going through this whole thing. You can retrace the tags as we're doing here. So we know, at least we know in this case, any empties we can deal with. The loads, really, it doesn't matter so much about the loads. So because it really doesn't matter so much about the loads, what we could do is just wing it. Because I can tell you right now, I can look at this and I can say, okay, that's Magadan, that's done. So I'm going back in here. We don't have to worry about that. I know Bakersfield we've done, because that's going back to that's the Edison. UP North, I know that really doesn't matter. Might be available from an offload. Who knows? Well, it must have done it. So, you know, at this point, I'm resolving that. I'm going to turn that whole thing into yellow. I'm going to assume it's done. I'm going to check Mike's message here. It's okay. I got a plan. So, yeah. Bear with me for a second, Mike, because we're okay here. We gotta deal with the stuff that we know. Kern, Enterprise, Con Glass, all that other stuff, that's a whole different ball game. We know these are done, I think. Hang on. Edison's, yes. I'm just opening this up for a second, just to see. Okay, you just did that. That's okay then. Done. Magadan's done. I don't know why I left those. Why did I do those? 0 flammables, no empties available on Sunday. That's okay. I don't know why that happened, but it did. So, okay, here, this is where it gets interesting. It's right down here. We've got to find out what the hell? Where's this car? Oh, wait a minute. That's already tagged. Never mind. That's already sitting out there. Or it should be anyways. So we don't have to worry about the green. I don't even know why the hell I worried about that. We're done for those. You've already... He already tagged Kern, right? Did you... Hang on a second here. I know UP North is fine. Did you find 4 box loads for JG Boswell? Empties, I mean, to tag for Kern. Okay. I think we're okay. Con glass, all that other stuff, that should be done already. I'm going to leave that Boswell. I think you're okay, but I tagged the cars at the industries. Alright, good enough. Okay. Those are in track 4. What? Hold on a second. Everything else looked fine. I was just curious about that one. JG Boswell. There should be 4 Tulsas tagged, loaded. I can't remember where the heck that industry is. Track 3. Wait, no. That doesn't make sense. Or wait a minute. Hang on. Something ain't right. Something's not right there. Where the heck is JG Boswell? It's a Kern, isn't it? I haven't run this in so freaking long. Okay, let me go out to Boswell for a minute. Something's not right. That's right. Everything else is looking good there. Yeah. Yeah, green should be what you're loading. So JG Boswell is over here. RV, I think, or is it the next one? Wait a minute. I'm confused. Where's the boxcars? I don't even see boxcars down there. We run short of boxcars. So he's saying track 3. Let me just take a look here. Whoops. Track 3, I think you said. That's 84. What? Oh. Okay, now wait a minute. Hang on a second here. I ran Kern last time. I thought there wasn't a delivery at JG. Oh. Okay. No, that was going... What is in track 3? Because I see Kern Sierra too, but this is where I'm confused. But it looks like everything else is fine. I'm thinking they were missed on the previous Kern. I could load them now, I guess. I could, but... See that? Okay, hold on a second here. No, wait hold on. No, wait. Actually, we were supposed to get 4 for the next one, too. Or did they come in on the... No. Nope. This was the original... tag cars for Kern, I believe. Have we done all the tags for Kern? Yeah, I guess we have. Not generating enough. Yeah, Hondo didn't get enough. I think we're okay there. Alright, so let's assume Kern's fine. Where do it came from? I don't know. I don't know. It was probably built for an outbound. They are all Kerns. Why they're on a UP track, I have no idea, but you know, I guess they ran out of somebody ran out of room. Because that's your Kern. That's Kern. Oh my god. Kern's ready to go. No. If you take a look at the yard, you will not find any other kern stuff. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. Okay, we got kern fertilizer. There's no way. Okay, my thought is that I guess, hang on. Okay, let's go back to UP Bakersfield. See, unfortunately, right around this time, it happened in the middle of 2 days, and I think there was like 16 hours of work done. And there's the have fun Mike message. So, brought in and broke down WCVK. That is not... Okay. 3 is not WCBK. May have been added to 3. I think that would be from WCBK, but I'm not sure. Shit. Oh. What the hell? Okay, hold on a second. Where the hell's the other... Only 8, not getting enough. Where's Kern Hondo? Oh my god. Did we tag Kern? SPD office? Oh, shit. Okay, hang on here. We gotta get serious. Did we ever tag Kern? I think we did. See, the problem is this got changed, and I'm not too sure what's going on here. Oof. Oh. And really, you know, if somebody wanted to help, they could. You know what I mean? What the hell? Bad connection ideas. Easy office. Alright. Hang on a sec here. I gotta deal with this again. Oh crap, that ain't gonna tell me nothing. So, let's deal with this. Okay, I'll undo that, undo that. Magadan. Alright, here's the thing. We got 3 reefers that should be for United States cold storage. I don't think we tagged it. Okay, hang on a second. I don't think we tagged Kern. Because we had a Kern in front of it. We had a Kern already in front of it, I think. So what we could do, here's the Kerns right here. You got your Hondo, which are all your acid empties. I don't even know if we have any. Not getting enough, which is possible. There's a good possibility that there's not enough acid. See, it's bad enough when we have our own logistics issues, and we do have some still that we iron out. Basically, it's garbage in, garbage out when it comes to RTS. If the data's not there, the data's not there. So we will adjust things as we go along, or if we find out. Now, this one was a comment made back on June the 20th, which is about a month ago yesterday. Only 8 not getting enough. So we couldn't meet the supply of whatever the Kern was then. Boxcars to be picked up in Mojave for Bakersfield. So we were already short a boxcar as well. That should have been brought over because all of a sudden we got 4. Let's assume that's fine. The only other thing, and that's it. Actually, we're fine. Never mind. What about United States cold storage? Ah, wait a minute. Because Trick 2 never came to Bakersfield. Uh-huh. True, but what about reefers for United States cold storage? Okay, let me take a look at BNSF Bakersfield then. Because it's 10:54 and we ain't getting anywhere, unfortunately. We'll get something figured out. But this is what happens. And really, the truth of the matter is, and I know Mike is listening, I don't care who's listening, to be quite honest, at this point. And, you know, if I'm going to hurt people's feelings, well, you know, I'm sorry. But because, you know, mistakes happen. I get that. But when, and I mean, we've had some talks. We've had a lot of talks as to what to do about it. Okay, there are reefers here, but see, this is another yard too that got perfectly sorted. And this is the thing. You take a look at this. This is, you know, some of the things. Now, the available time today changed. For the longest time, that was sitting at 15. for whatever reason, okay, so Edison didn't, we didn't update this. But I know Edison ran, and it came back down to 15. This never got updated after that, but Edison did run. This is when you got the last two entries here. 12 o'clock, pick up SJVR, drop on North Jasto Branch, 1300 and a shift. By the time it got there, it would have been, if there was 15 minutes left, it would have been 12:45. Edison ran with 15 minutes left. In those 15 minutes, it either had the option of, if SJVR was on time, which it wasn't, to go ahead and pick up whatever SJVR 1 left, which SJVR 1 never left, because it was like 6 o'clock in the morning or something. So, what ended up happening, for the longest time, I remember this saying 15 minutes available. What happened? There's no way this was done in 15 minutes. In fact, let's go back and find out what happened. And this was a time, and this is what really, really burned me, was that certain people know this was a timed yard. And everything's going that way. And people don't like it. Well, you know something? If you're all scared or whatever, you don't want to run, it's not fun for you guys or whatever, I mean, hey, I'm doing these things to try to help. I was hoping, honest to God, I was really looking forward to doing some live streams where one night, say a Monday or a Wednesday, I'd go ahead and I would run Kern. Right now, we can't really run anything because we got to clean this mess up. And the only other option we had at the time, and unfortunately we didn't find this out for a few days after, I think, judging by the posts, it was too late. You would either have to wipe out 3 or 4 days worth of server activity, or you were, it was screwed. Unfortunately, I didn't catch it, and it's not Mike. This isn't Mike's. I'm not saying, Mike, that this is an issue on your end, but because I'm used to it, I probably would have caught it just a little bit quicker. Mike's not used to it, and there was communication, but I wasn't on the server, so I didn't see anything weird going on, and I wasn't flying around or checking it, and then all of a sudden I saw the post, and I thought, oh no. So, that's just the way it is. But let me look in BNSF Bakersfield here. Let's see what was done. So July 13th there was a post. Mainline power. Okay, here we go. 13th and 14th there was a lot of stuff done. Yards sorted as follows. Oh boy. I read this before. Yeah. Okay. Yards sorted as follows. So, oh boy. What's a Bakersfield transfer? Oh my God. You're gonna have to wing it, man. You are gonna have to wing it. That should have never happened. Never should have that had happened. And it's a timed yard, and any time right there available today. Where somebody thought they had the time to just go crazy, I don't know. I just don't know. It's not my server anymore, and that's why I said I'm not dealing with it. And I mean, we've already gone through this.
This is why it says available time 0. It's set up that way. And it's set up to gradually introduce more time. Because when you take a look at the cycle, and I'm reiterating, I'm preaching to the choir here, I guess, but there should never, I mean, at that point, never. You got, here's the thing, okay? And this is for something that people don't understand. Well, why is this timed? Why is this? Why is it that? And this is what really ticks me off. Because people bitch and complain. I've seen people bitch and complain on servers. And I've had to go into the chats and I found these people bitching and whining instead of asking questions. Respectfully asking me questions. And this is what really ticks me off. Because people, well, I don't understand. Well, they're talking amongst themselves. If you don't understand something, post a question and ask. Everybody's got my email. Everybody. Anybody who's got ever got a password has an admin's email. Send an email if you're too embarrassed to post a message on a forum, which everybody can see so that we know what the hell's going on. And I mean, yeah, there was some posts here, and unfortunately, a lot was assumed, I guess. But we knew, I mean, for the longest time, everybody knew, well, I only touch West Colton because West Colton is not a timed yard, and I used to touch San Bernardino because San Bernardino wasn't a timed yard. Well, then San Bernardino became a timed yard, and nobody touches San Bernardino because it's a timed yard, and everybody's scared because it's a timed yard. Am I ranting? Am I getting, like, really frustrated? I can only imagine what Mike's feeling like, poor guy. I mean, we all have you know, I gotta go to bed in like 15 minutes. I'll probably stay up later, I don't care. Actually, I am. Let's see. It's Friday tomorrow, I don't give a crap. I can go on less sleep. And no, just caffeine. I keep drinking, but I have to use a washer too, but oh well. Oh well. So, yeah, I'd be going to bed in about 10 minutes, but I'm going to stay up a little bit later just to get this figured out. So yeah, anyways, as I was saying about the cycle. Excuse me. The whole idea was BNSF Bakersfield didn't have enough work for more than one crew. So we assigned an 8-hour shift. You can see these, and this adjusts. All this data here adjusts. If you've seen our videos, and we got a lot of them, but we wanted more meaningful videos, like ones where we actually take you on for a cab ride or something like that, live stream. So we got a slow down factor of 48. That was adjusted from 40 to 48 to make it from 36 to 30 minutes. So now you got the 30 minutes in between. So what that means, and this is why it's all with the time, you get a freaking mess like we got in Bakersfield right now. Actually, it's both yards by the looks of it. Because if you just have your own free will and do whatever the hell you want, that's what happens. These yards get all friggin' messed up with cars. You can't switch in them. You got a Kern on track 3 of UP Bakersfield. What the hell is it doing on track 3? It's UP's yard. And people know this. So anyways, sorry Mike. It was building up. That's why I was laughing. Oh man, if I don't laugh, I cry, or I throw something at my, I don't know what, or I just say screw it, I'm going to bed. But I'm not going to, because I want to get this out here. I mean, if it doesn't, you know, like I said, if it scares people away, I'm sorry, Mike. I don't want to scare people away from your server. That's why I stepped away, because I knew I had too much other things that I had to deal with. So, anyways, this whole thing with time. I'll show you the time here, just so you people know what this is all about. And I know Mike knows this, and maybe Mike and I are the only ones watching this right now. I don't know. But, sorry, wrong one. I don't even know where my damn times... There we go, Bakersfield time. You see this? I even gave it like a little area for a lunch or whatever, and that still needs adjusted. Because when the cycle changes, that needs adjusted, but... Oh, no, it didn't. It got adjusted. Sorry. It must have got adjusted last time. Or time per day did or something, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, we already did that. Whatever. We start at 3:30 in the morning. Ooh. That's coming on. So, yeah, all the available time, it stops at 11 o'clock, I think it has to be adjusted later, but... Ugh. This is the problem with this whole time thing, too. Because when you have something like West Colton, you either have to divide it evenly. In the case of BNSF Bakersfield, what you're dealing with is you're dealing with 430 to 1300. So this changed a little bit. Yeah, see, it used to be up here, now it's got to be, this has got to be adjusted. So what it is now, 430 to 1300 goes like this. So I'm making this adjustment just to show, so Mike understands, plus so everybody else understands what the hell this means. Mike adjusted so that there was 30-minute increments to make it easier, which actually does make it easier for doing this. I don't even know if that reads anything. Does it? Oh, okay, there it is right there. Sorry, it reads off of E6. So from 4:30, there we go. It reads off of E6. From 4:30 on to, we used to have an 18-minute one, we don't have to worry about that anymore. It still reads off of E6. So you have more slots now because there's more days to do it. 4:30, I think 8:30 we had set up for a lunch, but it can be worked through as well, you know, if necessary, if, you know, whatever. So I think around 8:30 is where you had that go like that. See how it's moved now? Ah, crap. Oh, I already did that. There we go. So up to 1300. So 12:30 will be the last one. It's got to paste it in. So there we go. So 2, 3, 4 hours in the before. So that's why the time is done. So that should not have ever been touched, other than the 15 minutes that was left over, should never have been touched until 4:30 in the morning, which isn't even here yet in this cycle. It should have never been touched, but it was. So in some cases, yeah, it's been moved. Other cases, it's just like, you know, and it's not a question of people didn't know. It's either like somebody was mentioned to me, selective memory, or selective hearing or reading, maybe. I don't know. And considering that people don't understand stuff, they're probably not on YouTube checking my live stream right now to try to understand. The people who want to learn are on the live stream. Mike's on the live stream. I don't know who else is. Who will check it later? Who will get offended later? Who will get scared later? I don't know. I don't care. You know, all we ask is communication. That's it. What the hell's Fresno? Oh, man. What the hell is that? What is that? Anybody with Yardmaster access do this? Your brother's got brains. He can help us. Train him. You need another Yardmaster to help you, man. We need more We need more compatible. Or compatible. I don't know what the hell the friggin' word is. I mean, our admins are fine right now. It's not a question of that. Good evening. You are now a Yardmaster. Congratulations. Congratulations. You've been promoted. There you go. There, Dave can be your first sponsor. Man, my tongue hurts. Okay. So, so it's not just UP. I guess BNSF is. Whoa! Yikes! How come I acquired? I don't even know who did that. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Well, there's Fresno. Okay, alright. What the hell was I doing in BNSF? Oh yeah, I wanted to see, because there was cars for... There's Frito, I mean... We got Kearns, we got Frito. We got Kearns. What was this original post? A Bakersfield transfer. Oh, SJVR was on 404. 405 was a Bakersfield transfer. What is a Bakersfield transfer? Is there a Bakersfield transfer here? Whoops, I'm looking the wrong way. Or am I? Hang on. What the hell? Are we down here somewhere? I don't even see anything on the... God. Fresno outbound power, SD40s, really? Why are they going outbound? Is it something we originally asked for? I don't know. Normally when we run a Fresno train, we would run ES44s because they disappear. Mind you, we do have a lot of SD40s, so... I'm confused about something here. BNSF Edison 409. Yeah, on the wrong side of the freaking yard. Okay, there's 8. 7. We got 9, 8, and 7. Hang on. Was this the last post in BNSF Bakersfield? You gotta be kidding me. No, it wasn't. Oh God. Receive. I give up. I'm done. um, what were the transfers? Received 2 transfers from Bakersfield. Okay. More yard work. It was just minor though. What the hell? Oh my God. When are we adding the BK? What the hell? I'll get right on it. Oh jeez. So this is 3 hours, and I'm probably discouraging yard masters because it shouldn't be this difficult, and it isn't. I'm probably discouraging people from running yards because it shouldn't be this difficult, and it isn't. But at this point right now, you could try to backstep everything, and it's still not going to be perfect because it's either gone or I just say wing it. Just wing it to get yourself out. I would. If you and Dave have some time tonight, that's what I'm going to do. Wing it. You can't make it any worse. Right? So, yeah, this is why, like I said, the timing and all that other stuff is in there. So we had this area where we weren't doing the timing. And Mike wanted to make it uniform, which makes sense. So I said, okay. The reason why San Bernardino was originally not made to do it was because San Bernardino was an on-again, off-again thing, but then we found out that at least San Bernardino we could combine the jobs for the GM switcher, the Cargill switcher, and then we started introducing tagging gradually. Like, for example, you've seen me do San Bernardino before. And I imagine San Bernardino hasn't been touched, but I'm not sure. There was some kind of office. Wasn't there a San Bernardino office? So what was San Bernardino office? I want to know on that one. I'm just curious. Okay. Okay. No idea. Alright. Yeah, me too. Alright. Yeah, I you know, San Bernardino. Okay, so we got the racks going on. There was no posts. It was just San Bernardino office, and then it was in and out, and that was it. So I don't know what was happening there. I don't even know where we are as far as GM. I think it should be at the middle. I think GM was, our SBD was caught up. Last I heard. So, someone did. Sorry, you're right. Yeah, you're right. No sense pretending. We know that. Okay. So, this is going to end up being a video of just our frustration of trying to figure out what the hell's going on. So when we look at San Bernardino, the problem is now we're in a situation where we got to get the tag going soon because we're going to start falling behind all this other stuff. We're already at 229, which really, well, luckily there's no Monday train. Though we did have, we should have an inbound. Luckily, this one we're okay. The vehicle train for Clo says canceled there, but if I go back to the racks, yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I'm probably, oh no, I'm going. If I go back over to the auto racks, let me just see what's in the yard. What the hell? Did we take all those empties out? My God. I'm confused. This is why if you're gonna, you know, it's either almost wing it, ding it, or you need a lot of yard masters to control what's going on. Stand by for unloading. Second trick. We never got to the third and fourth tricks of GM. Alright. Okay. It looks to me as if San Bernardino never got around to the third and fourth trick. For GM. So we were thinking about GM, and then it was just like all of a sudden, probably right, yeah. Well, there is no empties
for Chloe.
Not too much. So yeah, just to get it. Let me just count how many cars we got. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Or let me do the Zs first. Wow, it's that much? Oh crap. Yeah, I gotta redo this whole San Bernardino table anyways. Damn it. See, I was hoping not to have to change it. Like once we started getting through the summer, I thought, yeah, leave it at 40 and everything will be fine. If you start changing things and all of a sudden, see how the rows end right there? So in actuality, what you're looking at is, I don't understand this big number though. This is what's freaking me out. C48 minus 3. Oh crap. Oh man. Okay, this screwed us up. I just realized what had happened. Oh man, this ain't good. Okay. These big numbers here alarmed me because I saw that I thought, okay, I don't even know what was left over because but obviously towards the end stuff wasn't getting tagged towards the end of the cycle, and then we just went ahead with a new cycle. Unfortunately, because we changed the cycle, it's calling up these times. So San Bernardino is kind of the only thing that's not screwed in San Bernardino right now. The only thing is to get GM and get the empties for Clovis over here. I forget the other. There's another vehicle train. See, that's got a Monday too. So I think the idea was 3 days a week it goes to Chicago. And then this one goes 4. So what you can do is you can do a 4-to-3 ratio. For every empty. So what happens there, okay, I'm gonna get us at least up to GM work ready and show you my idea for empties. So, and after this, oh my god, I hope we're not over 3 hours here. We're getting pretty damn close. I gotta get to bed. So we got some stuff in here.
Let me see how much we got for cars here. $18. We should have 36 cars in total. So 36 cars. Actually, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to end this video in a few minutes. So 36 cars for each trick. Let me get a calculator out, or I'll just add it to the sheet. Hang on. I would like to put it over here, but actually I will. So what I'm doing here is 36 divided by 7 times 3. Oh my god. Equals 36 times... frick, lost my number here. 36 divided by 7 times 4 equals 36 divided by 7 times 4. Okay. What that comes to, put it down in the GM, stand by for unloading. Oh, damn it. I want instructions somewhere here. Stand by for unload. I'm going to put them in here. Or I put a link to it. But I'm going to put it in here for now. Each emptying we get blah 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 blah. I lost my train of thought. I'm getting too tired. So 36. Insert the comment. Of 36 cars would go 21 for Clovis and 15 for CHC, I think it is. Dang it. I wonder if I can copy that whole thing. No, I guess not. Well, I'll just leave the comment there for now. So, what I did was I calculated the ratio for each one. So what'll happen is I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm gonna call it the night, I think. So each emptying of 36 cars would go 21 for Clovis, 15 for Chicago. That'll evenly divide a 4-to-3 ratio, pretty much. And that's what you would do every trick. With the exception of the uneven numbers, then you have to make it a 4-to-3 ratio, if that makes sense. Or really, it doesn't matter. It goes into that ratio, you know what I mean? So, anyways, hopefully that makes sense. So what I would do in this situation is I would post a message. I'm not going to post a message in the forum tonight. I'm going to end this video now. But yeah, so this was like 3 hours of debugging. But hopefully, you know, hopefully it doesn't scare people. I don't want it to scare people. I don't want it to think that, you know, you're going to make mistakes. You can't make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes. I split switches. I do all kinds of crap. It's when people, I don't know if you say knowingly make mistakes, or like somebody mentioned the other night, selective hearing, selective reading. I don't know. But it just really makes a headache for people who are trying to do this, who are trying to set it up. And we do need more yard masters. So sometimes though, a yard master is going to have to solve issues and try to search down cars. In this case, we have to search down an entire railroad. But hey, that's the way things go. So I'll end the video here for tonight, and I'll stay online and chat for a little bit with Mikey here. Just keep it between us. He won't hear my swearing, so. Anyways, have a good one, and hopefully I'll have a better... Once we get some things going, we'll have some better Yardmaster videos, and we'll take it from there. Talk to you later. Whoops.